Law firm SEO, or SEO for lawyers. This is a universal video. It doesn't matter if you are in America, it doesn't matter if you're in the UK, this video will apply to your law firm. So first of all, what we would probably want to start off with is picking out a location that we're actually trying to rank in. So the keyword that I've selected, law firms in New York, and as we can see here, what we want to be doing is reverse engineering what our competitors are obviously doing. Now, there's various ways that you can do this. Some are like with paid tools such as Ahrefs and SEMrush. You can also do this using their sitemap as well.
Hey, very quickly, if you want results like this dental practice, for example, we took the website from 0 monthly visits in November, and they are now getting over 750 monthly visits through to their website. They're actually able to generate their own inquiries for the business, and they aren't relying on third-party agencies to generate them leads like they were before, or this law firm that we were able to take from 1,100 to just over 2,000 monthly visits through to their website, as you can see from the graph, or this e-commerce store where we were able to grow them from 7,500 to just over 30,000 monthly visits to their website, and it's generating a lot of sales through to their e-com store. If you want results like that, make certain to check out casualdash.com. The link is in the description. Fill out the form, see if my team can help. If I feel like SEO isn't suitable for your business, I can also guide you on where you should be spending your marketing budget. But back to the video.
So what I like to do whenever I'm doing any reverse engineering is trying to find a law firm that is actually a direct competitor to mine. So what in some cases what you might find is that there might be certain websites that are more so directories, and we will speak about directories and the importance of them later on, but we want to avoid those. So if I do like lawyers in New York, we will probably see a few more directories, like for example Justia, America's Top 50 Lawyers.com, bestlawyers.com, lawyers.findlaw.com, and all of these are like directories. They're not direct competitors. Whereas, for example, if we were to take a look at, for example, these guys, right? Paradils and Nohavica. I'm hoping I've pronounced that right. These are like a direct competitor, and they've got a lot of different services that they offer. They've got a lot of live pages on their website that are ranking for like some serious keywords. Now, what you can do with any website is you can obviously head over to their robots.txt. All I've done there, by the way, is I've just done pnlawyers.com/robots.txt, and we will see their sitemap here. And the sitemap is essentially a map for Google to essentially understand which pages you actually have on your website. Now, again, a lot of websites do have a sitemap as well. So if we do this, and this is just pnlawyers.com/sitemap.xml. Again, if you go direct to that URL, you will be able to reverse engineer a lot of your competitors. And as you can see here, we have got a lot of different posts that they actually have. So if we take a look, as you can see, so they've got like a page on the importance of intellectual property protection. And this is kind of like a blog post. And basically they're talking about the importance of intellectual property. They've got a guide to recent changes to the property condition, disclosure of act purchases and sellers. So again, this is kind of like a blog article that talking about a new guide that's come into play. And if we take a look, you'll very quickly be able to essentially break down all of their pages, page by page. And once you then have got a list of pages that you want to be publishing onto your website, you should have a spreadsheet like this. Now, this is for a recent law firm that we've actually started working with. This is what the team does for any law firm that we actually start doing any work for. So as you can see, we've got a list of services. So for example, in this case, we want to be going after personal injury lawyers. So the homepage itself is targeting law firms in New York. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different services that we're actually targeting. So personal injury law, corporate law, family law, criminal defence, real estate law, divorce law, immigration law, employment law, bankruptcy law. One thing that I would recommend for any law firm is getting a list of every single service. Like, for example, you might have intellectual law. You might be like super good on intellectual law, or you might be really good at divorce law, and that's the only thing that you do. And another thing that we actually haven't done a page on, I don't think, is personal injury. Oh yeah, personal injury law. So getting a list of dedicated service pages that we want to actually cover on our website definitely helps. And as you can see, we've actually tagged these up as actual service pages as well. The next thing what you want to be doing is covering some blog posts. So these service pages, these are bottom of the funnel. Somebody that is searching for corporate lawyers New York or employment lawyers New York, they're ready to inquire with you and book you out and book your services out, right? Then we obviously have got our blog posts. So these are blog posts or supporting articles to do with personal injury. So, for example, top 10 questions to ask your New York personal injury lawyer, common types of personal injury cases in New York, how to choose the best personal injury lawyer in New York, steps to take after a car accident. So these are all supporting articles for our personal injury law page, and all of these should be internal linking to either each of these blog posts should be internal linking to one another, or they should be internal linking back up to our personal injury law page. Same goes with divorce law as well. So we've got like divisions, assets in New York, cases, navigating the high conflict divorces, alimony and spousal support. Again, these should all be internal linking back up to our divorce law page, service page, right? So this is, again, service page. These are all blog posts. Again, we've done this for a lot of different lawyers and stuff, so we've kind of come attuned as to what type of articles they need, how we should be structuring the website as well. Then we have got like resource pages as well, so like New York legal forums, so you can have a load of different legal forms on there. So when somebody searches for a certain legal form, you do have the chance of actually showing up for that keyword as well. You also do want to be covering case studies as well. So as soon as you actually do have some case studies, again, this kind of helps a lot more for conversion rate. So if somebody, for example, is trying to pick your law firm as opposed to another law firm, and they see that your competitor has loads of case studies and you don't, that could be the deciding factor of that client either picking your competitor or yourself. So make certain that you actually do have some case studies live on your website. You then also want to have some local SEO pages as well. So one thing to bear in mind when it comes to SEO is that not everybody might be searching for lawyers in New York. Some people might be searching for law firms in Manhattan, or law firms in Brooklyn, or Brooklyn criminal defense lawyer, or Queens family law attorney, Bronx immigration lawyer, Staten Island personal injury lawyer. All of these you should have on your pages, and these are deemed as local pages as well. So in total, we actually do have, I'll show you guys how many style of pages we've got. So homepage, service page, blog posts, resource page, case study pages, local pages, and also community pages. This is a very, very similar strategy that we use for all law firms, and I highly recommend you guys use a similar sheet. Same goes with the funnel stage as well. So we've got all stages, and that's typically the home page. But then you've also got bottom of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and top of the funnel. And that will essentially be able to formulate our content plan for the next X amount of months. Now, the next thing what you want to be doing is, obviously, once you have got this sheet in place and once you've started to publish articles through to your website, what you then want to be doing is making certain that you are actually getting listed on law firm directories. So if I do lawyers in New York, As you can see, you've got like Justia, you've got America's Top 50, you have Best Lawyers, you've got Find Law. You will also have other directory style listings as well. So, for example, you've got Yelp here as well. But what you want to be doing is going to each and individual one of these directories, or these citations, some people also call them, and getting listed on these actual websites. So you want to be seen in as many different directory websites as possible. Now, as a rule of thumb, whenever we're doing lawyer SEO for like specific law firms, as a rule of thumb, we typically like to build out as a minimum 300 different 300 different directories. So obviously I've just shown you guys 4 of these. So you've got lawyers.findlaw, you've got bestlawyers.com, you've got America's Top 50 Lawyers.com, and you also have got Justia. But there's a lot of these. Like, for example, another one is Yelp. If it does load, there we go. Yelp is another one to get listed on. Again, some of these are paid, some of them are free. In the UK, you also have got, let's take a look here. You've got Yelp, you've got legal500.com, and you also do have Yellow Pages as well. Yellow Pages, Lawyers, London. If I just do a quick search on here. So if you are like a solicitor or a law firm in London, you can get listed on this page as well. So getting as many of these as possible. You will also find geo-specific directories as well. And what I mean by that is if I do London Business Directories directory, you will see a lot of these that you can also get listed on. The same goes with like any different geo. So even if we were to just search like New York, for example, you'll see a lot of like chamber.nyc, uk.compass.com, New York Online Directory, list of small businesses. You can get a lot of different directories very, very quickly. And that is how you want to be building out your directories. The next thing, what you want to probably be doing is focusing on outreach and doing like some form of link building. For this step, I typically have got my own team of link builders. So they will basically look at my competitors to see what kind of links that they actually have. So all I have done here is I've just went over to Ahrefs, and this can look scary if you've never used it before, but what we like to do here is if we search lawyers in New York, and if I just do copy my first competitor, and this, I've just put in casual law. This is just a test website or a dummy website. I don't know if it's actually live or anything, but what we want to be taking a look at is the actual backlink gap section. So if we do link intersect, it's called, on the left hand side. Basically what we can actually take a look at is our competitors and see which links they have we don't have. So again, if we paste all 3 of our biggest competitors here, and basically what this does is it will tell us which links that we should be getting and which links we shouldn't be getting. So if we do like an intersection of 3, and basically what this means is that all 3 of our competitors have this link and we don't. So like what I mentioned before, they've all got Yellow Pages. This is like a directory. So what I would be looking to do is getting a link on Yellow Pages. They also do have Super Lawyers. I think this is another directory style website as well. And again, if we aren't listed on there, we probably should be getting listed on there. So there's a lot of different law related directories. We've also got a bestnewyork.us, and again, that's another directory. But let's take a look at intersections of 2, because there's going to be a lot of like guest post websites, niche edit websites that we can definitely get listed on as well. So for example, justgreatlawyers.com. Is this a directory? Yes, this is another directory. So a lot of directories that we could definitely be building out. Like what I mentioned before, rule of thumb, try and get listed on at least 300 if you're going to be doing this yourself. If not, feel free to contact me. I'll be able to help you guys. I've got a team that actually does this. But let's see if we can find some directory or some guest post websites. So bestinhood.com. This looks like another directory website. A lot of different directory websites here. But eastphoenixau.com. I think this is more like a guest post website, so you could definitely get a guest post from them. What I would be looking to do in this step is getting a list of missing links that I actually don't have, and then I would basically work it back that way. I would then be looking to do an outreach campaign. So, for example, nosleepcity.com or .city, for example. I would be looking to do outreach and getting links through to my website that way. So that has been a Law Firm SEO Master Guide. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to drop them down below. And if you want to hire my team to do this for your website, or for my team to essentially improve your rankings in Google, maybe you're already ranking but you're not on page 1 or position 1 just yet, feel free to head over to casualdash.com or check the link down below in the description, fill out the form and see if my team can help you. Thanks.